I'm excited to launch Cycle 14 of the Comprehensive Diploma Program in Evolutionary Astrology. I've been teaching this program since 1999, and it has evolved over the years to this really perfect formula to prepare astrologers for professional practice. This is a very rich body of knowledge, and it includes personalized practice session, including chart readings, so that when participants complete this program, they are ready to do readings and perhaps become teachers themselves. So welcome to this magical journey to star knowledge and the soul journey. So why commit to this rigorous program when so much is available online and sometimes for free? Astrology is multi-layered, and what I often find is that students struggle bringing all the pieces together. You may take a course on Chiron, you may learn about a particular predictive technique, but how does it all come together? The art of synthesis requires dedicated practice. And that's what this course really offers. Not only the content, but the synthesis, the integration of the material through ongoing personalized practice session. The question that comes up is, why evolutionary astrology? Evolutionary astrology emerged from the works of Dane Rudhyar, which was labeled humanistic astrology in the 20th century. And it was further developed by Jeffrey Wolf Green and Stephen Forrest. And it was a reaction to the overly deterministic approach to astrology that preceded it. So people felt locked into a fated destiny and a good or bad chart and had nothing they could do about it. So evolutionary astrology relies on the idea that the universe is benevolent, but also intelligent, and that there is an intention behind any configuration in our chart. And if we get that intention, we can align with that universal purpose and experience well-being, success, and thrive. So there is no good or bad chart. It is essentially energy, and it is our awareness, our ability to do work on ourselves that can redirect the course of our destiny. And this is simply proven by the fact that people born with the same chart, whether they are astrological twin or biological twin, so same place, same time, will have the same chart, but they will not necessarily have the same lives. And the reason is consciousness. The reason is that the chart is not just circular. It's not only going through the sign in rotation. It is a spiral. And this spiral means that you can apply the same chart at higher and higher frequency. So as you do your work, as you evolve your consciousness, you can transmute these energies and these influences to more beneficial outcomes. Once you register, you have access to an online platform where all the material is organized for you. And you can basically go through the different curriculum. And then if you want to start a relationship study, you click on the actual content and you can see the video. And there's also pre-written handout that you can view with written material. So this really helps you better integrate the material and learn at your own pace from the comfort of your own home. Beyond that, you basically will join live sessions where we will practice the material and we will also have time to ask for questions and have a dialogue and live interaction with the rest of the group. There are also online and in-person segments. The in-person studies are optional. So after COVID, everything is now available online. You don't need to travel. However, there's also a benefit to learning in person. And so in certain conditions, when there is enough demand, I do organize some on-location segments where people can bond with each other, cook together, hike together, and then study in this community atmosphere. There are now 4 tracks to choose from, or in fact 5, because there's also a beginner's track where you can sign up for just the fundamentals, signs, planets, and houses. And truth be told, it is included in the whole curriculum if you go for the whole course. Even advanced students have truly benefited from reviewing the fundamentals because it's presented in such a comprehensive way from an evolutionary point of view. So it's no waste of time to really go over that again. But the 4 main tracks are the star knowledge track, the soul knowledge track, and these are the first 2 tracks that are less of a commitment. So it gives you a taste of the material and allows you to commit to the program incrementally. So if you have financial limitations or time limitations, you can begin with star or soul knowledge track. The difference between these two, the star knowledge track is a little more technical and it's more about the practicalities of analyzing a chart. So it includes aspects, study on aspect, the ascendant, the predictive techniques, astronomy, and electional astrology, which has to do with choosing auspicious dates for particular events such as wedding or surgeries. The soul knowledge track is more spiritual, psychological oriented and includes the evolution of consciousness, reincarnation in the chart, understanding the 12th house, relationship astrology, and more workshops that are focused more on the emotional, spiritual development. So these 2 tracks are, like I said, less of a commitment and allow you to get acquainted and go deep into the material more gradually. Now, the 2 other tracks, the Royal Star track and the Professional Mastery track, are both including the whole curriculum, which includes close to 400 hours of study, if not more. So it's all the theory and practice, 15 workshops, and 10 segments. Segments are about 30 to 4 hours each, and workshops are about 1 to 10 hours each. So segments are usually more involved. So what's the difference between the Royal track and the Professional Mastery? Is that you get the same in both, but in the Royal track, you don't need to submit written assignments. And you basically join the program to study it, to take all the material in, but there is no assignment or reading practice required. So you get a certificate for your participation, but you do not get the diploma of professional practice. So if you want the diploma of professional practice, you will be required to submit papers, to submit written assignment, and to perform supervised reading practices. This is to prepare you for professional practice. And if you go through all the stages, you get the diploma. So they basically include the same, except for the practice involvement and the fact that you have homework to do for the professional mastery track. And the reward is, of course, that you get the seal of approval that you are competent to practice professionally. So obviously, this is the bigger commitment. Both programs take at least 2.5 years to complete. The professional mastery may take up to 3 years. However, the good news is that if you want to take longer, if you feel like you need more time and you want more exposure to the material, you want to keep studying because you're not ready, you have access to the material, to the online platform for as long as you really need. So some students are on the 5-year program, and that's perfectly fine. You can take your time to graduate and submit your papers if needed. The other option is that if you take the Royal Star track or one of the smaller tracks, the Star Knowledge or Soul Knowledge, and you later want to upgrade and continue to join the professional mastery track, there is absolutely no problem. You just complete, you just commit to whatever you have not covered yet, and can pay incrementally that way. So you can do it, one stage at a time and increase your level of commitment as you go through this. Master the language of the stars to serve, inspire, and change lives. Joining this program will not only help you make a difference in people's lives, but in your own. It is your own transformational journey. It is magical, reaching up to the stars. But the wonderful thing is that today, astrology is also gaining momentum in the mainstream. And it has the potential to really change civilization. Imagine if everyone were to understand that planetary cycles actually affect our lives. It would give meaning to our lives. It would make us understand that nothing is random, that there is an intelligent design. Having meaning in your life will decrease the rates of depression and suicide and help people find their path, be motivated to accept our differences. So joining this program helps you being on the front line, being one of those who are the change maker, the pioneers of astrology in our civilization. It is a sacred practice, and this is the way I am personally addressing it. We are extremely careful, respectful, and honor not only the craft of astrology and doing astrology justice, but also we are here to elevate people's lives and bring fulfillment, meaning, and happiness. Thank you for your confidence, and let's get started.